Bill Nye, the science guy.
It's Einstein, the science guy. Einstein, the science guy. Hello, welcome to Einstein, the science guy. Today we are going to be studying the history of the atom. First, we are going to start off with Democritus.
Hello.
Welcome, Democritus. What did you discover about the history of the atom?
So I took and I cut and I cut and I cut things until I realized you can't cut you just can't cut it anymore.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, continue.
Oh yeah, it's crazy. I need a bobby pin. But then you just cut it until there's nothing left to cut. It is undivisible. Undivisible. Not invisible, undivisible. So yeah, and then you do that, and then you come up with the atom. Atomos.
And now we are going to welcome Aristotle. How you doing, son?
Yo, what up,
bro?
Einstein? I'm gonna have to say that Democritus, you were completely wrong. They're a little atom, and you put it all together, everything would fall apart like a sand.
You
wanna fight
me?
What? Next, we are going to welcome Mr. Lavoisier. Mr. Lavoisier, how you doing?
Pretty good.
That's good, that's good. What can you teach us about the history of the atom?
Well, I created the law of conservation of mass.
Oh, really? What's
Yes. Is in a chemical reaction, no mass can be created or destroyed.
that? Oh, interesting.
Thank you.
And now we welcome Mr. John Dalton. John, how are you doing today?
Good, how about you?
That's good. What were your contributions to the history of the atom?
I figured out that atoms are hooked together and that elements are made of certain atoms that come together in a ratio to make a compound.
How exciting!
That's pretty exciting. Better be going, though.
Yeah, you probably should. Next on the show is Mendeleev. How are you doing, Mendeleev?
You know, I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm doing good. So, the history of the atom, can you share your story?
Well, you see, I made these flashcards of the known elements, and then I formatted them out in the way that is now known as our current periodic table of elements.
Oh, that was you. That's what I used in science class.
Yeah, that was me. Mm-hmm.
And now we introduce Henry Becquerel. How you doing, Mr. Becquerel?
Okay.
That's good. What can you contribute to the history of the atom?
Well, I was studying X-rays on photographic film, and I discovered chemicals spontaneously decompose and give off very penetrating rays.
That is a lot of big words.
Thank you.
And now we have J.J. Thompson on the scene. How you doing, J.J.?
Not bad, how
Well,
about you?
So just going along with what everyone else is doing, what'd you contribute to the atom?
I studied canal rays and found that they were associated with the proton H+.
Oh, that's pretty complex, to say the least.
It is.
Have a good one.
You too.
Hey! It's Shirley! Einstein's taking a little poop step, so I'm stepping in a little while. Yeah! So, we got Rutherford. Tell me about what you do, yeah.
Well, I studied radiations emitted from uranium and thorium and named them alpha and beta.
That's cool.
Yeah, you know.
I like that.
I made a lot of money off of that one.
I'm sure you did. Ah!
And I am back, and we welcome Marie Curie. How are you? How are you doing?
I'm doing just damn good.
Can you explain how you contributed to the history of the atom?
Well, I saw an opossum, and it was decaying on the side of a road. And then I just got an idea, so I took some these elements, uranium and thorium, and I just plopped them in a little test tube, and then I decayed them like an opossum. And then,
Really?
really,
Is that how it went?
yeah. And you know what? I called that little process of them decaying. Do you want to know?
I want to know. I wanna know. Can you tell
Okay.
me?
I called. Yeah. Sorry. I didn't mean to hit you. I called it radioactivity.
Oh.
Not like paranormal activity, like radio, like Kiss 108, that kind of radio. And then someone just check my. Let me just look really close. And then my hubby Pierre, God bless him. We both studied like sorry, drop something. Polonium and radium, and we discovered those.
Oh, all right. It's time for you to go.
Ah!
Now we welcome Max Planck on the scene. Max, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How about you, Einstein?
That's good. That's good. So, what was your contribution?
Well, you see, I used the idea of quanta,
All right.
which, if you didn't know, is discrete units of energy,
Mhm.
and I explained how it hot glows matter.
And now we welcome Niels Bohr onto the scene. How are you doing, sir?
Pretty good. How about you?
I'm doing good. So, again, what was your contribution to the history?
Well, I developed an explanation of the atomic structure of the atom, and I also built an atomic model of an atom that built up the successive orbital shells of electrons.
Very respectable. Very respectable. Hey, Heisenberg. Long time no see. How you doing?
Not bad, how about you?
Yeah. Hanging in there. So, contribution. Let's hear it.
I described atoms in means of a formula. I figured out that they were connected to the frequencies of spectral lines, and I proposed the principle of indeterminacy. I don't know how to say that. You cannot know that both the position and the velocity of a particle.
All right. Mr. Mosley, how's it going?
Good, how about you?
It's good. Good to have you back. So, what was your contribution?
Using X-ray tubes, I determined the charges on the nuclei of most atoms. I wrote the atomic number of an element is equal to the number of protons in the nucleus. This work was used to reorganize the periodic table based upon atomic numbers instead of atomic mass.
All right. Very interesting stuff. Schrodinger, how you doing, sir?
I am doing very well.
Your hair has definitely changed since the last time I saw you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I just...
Just get to your point. all right?
Okay. I was... Well, what do you want to know?
What you contributed to the history of the atom?
Oh, that. Well, what did I do? What's my name? Schrodinger? Okay. I viewed electrons, and, I, looked at the cloud of electrons, and wave mechanics, let's throw that out there, mathematical model of the atom, and it was perfect!
All right. Chadwick, how you doing, sir? Long time
Very
no
good.
see.
It's been a
Hi.
while.
I know you're like doing something,
Bill,
but,
shut up. Can you leave?
but I just wanted to.
Your TV show's awful. Leave.
No!
All right, so your contribution to the history of the atom, real quick.
Well, using alpha particles found in nature, I discovered the neutron.
Oh, that was you?
Yep, that was
Oh,
me.
nice.
I'm
All right.
the neutron.
I'm glad I know. Milliken, looking good with the hair, brother.
Thank you.
How's it going?
Pretty good.
So, contributions?
Well, I composed the oil drop experiment, which actually found the charge of the electron, and it found it's the negatively charged subatomic particle.
All right. And I just got a text, actually. It says, Proust proposed law of constant composition. This was a very big deal, I guess, at the time. So there's another contribution to the history of the atom.